Hey everybody, welcome back to the Sixer Sense podcast. I'm your host, Lucas, with Chris. And Chris, I know we're going to talk about games, the last two games, but really what this episode is about grading the ultimate statistician of the NBA himself, Daryl Morey. And I think this is long overdue, especially after the trade deadline. I think our fans want this. I'm excited for it. But before we get into grading Daryl Morey's every move, we're going to get
literally all of them.
Literally all of them. All of them. Absolutely all of them. We are going to get into the games real quick. We're going to start with the Utah Jazz. The Sixers last win against them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can run through these pretty quickly, Lucas. 106-102 over the Jazz a few days ago. Not really the most inspired Sixers performance, but enough to beat a very shorthanded Jazz team that is basically starting one or two of their normal starters. 30 points for Keontae George. He was their standout in this one. But, Philly pulled it out. Obviously, they're shorthanded as well. No Joel, no Paul George in this game. No VJ Edgecombe, who's missed the last couple. 25 for Tyrese with 3 blocks in this one. 16 for Quentin Grimes. 22 off the bench, notably, with 10 rebounds and a block for Jabari Walker. Probably his best game as a Sixer. Really the only reason we're talking about a win here. Look, Utah is 18-44 after this game. They're tanking for the number 1 pick, basically. So,
and to keep their pick.
Yeah, they need to stay in the top 8 so it doesn't go to OKC.
Oh, goodness. Which
is a problem that a lot of teams are dealing with this season, as it so happens. But that was before a 125-116 loss, Lucas, on the road to Atlanta.
Yeah.
This was a bit more brutal. Hawks won the third quarter by 10 points, won the fourth quarter by 6, a really dominant second half for Atlanta. 24, 6 assists for Nickeil Alexander-Walker, but 35, 10, 7, and 2 steals for Jalen Johnson. He's a top 20 player. He continues to look awesome.
Jalen Johnson is that dude.
He really is. For Philly, 31 for Tyrese, but notably hurt his finger late in the game and is now expected to miss at least a few with a sprained pinky finger, essentially. He's going to undergo further testing before a treatment plan is established, according to ESPN's report. But he will be sidelined for the upcoming back-to-back at the very least. That means Maxey, Edgecombe, Embiid, and George are all injured at the moment, or suspended in George's case. So, classic.
Well,
I believe we are in the play-in tournament now.
We dropped from 6 to 8 because of this line.
Great stuff. Very, very classic Sixers stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
But like
Justin
you said,
Edwards didn't even play this game. That's surprising.
What was that?
Justin Edwards didn't play in this game. They could have definitely used him. Trent Wofford is basically the backup point guard, even though Campaign is playing. Yeah, no, look, it's a cluster, something. Can't use that word on this podcast, but yeah.
Look 6 assists in this game with no turnovers for Campaign in 15 minutes.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
True. Yeah, that's fair. And look, this was arguably the best
5.
Quentin Grimes game of the season. 26, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal.
24 for Kelly. They had some good performances, but just a really embarrassing second half again, basically.
And I believe we haven't beat the Hawks since 2023 now.
Yeah, so Atlanta has our number, and they're catching up in the standings, notably. And Maxey got hurt with seconds left on the board in a loss, which is just, rubbing it in, salt in the wound at that point. But, we will talk more in our next episode, I'm sure, about the dire state of affairs. Currently, we're going to dig into the past for now, though, Lucas, and kind of look back at what led us to this moment in time.
Yeah.
We're going to go through every move Daryl Morey ever made. I have it pulled up from Basketball Reference. Every signing, everything. It's a lot. We're going to have to move through these relatively quickly.
Yeah, that's
But I'm going to track a grade for everything.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, Lucas. We're going to start. I'm going to hit the button, actually, for effect here. Hold on. Nice loud one there. We're going to start on November 18th, 2020. The first thing Daryl Morey ever did, Lucas, as Philadelphia 76ers president of basketball operations, in the 2020 NBA draft, he selected with the 21st overall pick a young point guard out of Kentucky by the name of Tyrese Maxey.
Well,
I'd say this is by far the best thing he's ever done.
A plus, yeah. Yeah, A plus.
A plus out of the gate.
Okay.
I don't know if we're going to keep that energy the rest of the way.
We're not.
34th pick.
Yeah.
Theo Maledon was on the Sixers literally
a month.
For like a day, pretty much.
No, he got traded less than a month.
Or a month, sorry.
Yeah,
but I don't even know what to grade this.
Can we put an I for incomplete grades?
Sure.
Yeah.
Incomplete. Tyler Bay, 36th overall pick.
Traded
he didn't
immediately.
Last too long either.
Yeah, he traded the same day with Josh Richardson.
Traded about minutes later.
We can put we don't have to put a grade next to him because that was a draft day trade. We'll
grade the trade. Yeah. All right. Isaiah Joe, 49th overall pick.
The pick itself was probably a B plus.
I would say it's better than a B plus.
A minus?
It's great value. They got a good player. They just didn't use him.
Yeah.
We can go A minus.
Yeah. A-.
Paul Reed, 58th overall pick. Been a good number of years in Philly.
Yeah, and then is a rotation, third string center on Detroit.
I'd say that's an A.
For a third stringer at 58? Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. All right. That night, Lucas, they traded Tyler Bay and Josh Richardson to the Dallas Mavericks for Seth Curry. And Philly also received a trade exception.
I would say that's probably
good deal.
I'd say that's probably B plus A minus.
I agree. I say A minus. I think that was a pretty...
Yeah.
Seth was really important to this team.
And Josh's value was at an all-time low. Dakota Mathis, C. Sure.
Yeah, Dakota Mathias signed to a two-way contract the next day.
Yeah.
C, sure. It didn't last very long. Played
Dwight
like
was a B.
games.
Dwight was a B. I think he was
Lucas,
one of the better backups.
I have to say the signing first.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, we gotta.
Sorry. I got excited.
I know. All right. On November 21st, 2020, they signed Dwight Howard. We're going to give it a B. Do we really believe that?
I think he was one of the better backups that Joel's had. Top 5. No, not a C minus, a B minus. I will give you B minus.
C plus.
Fine, whatever.
Okay. November 23rd, 2020, they traded Zaire Smith to the Detroit Pistons for Tony Bradley.
I'll give that like a C.
R.I.P. to my guy Zaire. I mean, look, Zaire Smith was not in the league pretty much after this point. Bradley was pretty okay.
And Tony Bradley was a solid backup. I would
say this might be a B.
You think it's a B? No. Well, okay.
Look, Zaire Smith wasn't doing anything. We can't blame Daryl for someone else's bad pick.
I was sorry. I was thinking about like Dwight was still the better backup than Tony Bradley that year. But
you got him for nothing pretty much.
Yeah, fair enough. You flipped him for nothing. Okay, fine.
Okay. 27th, 4 days later, they signed Justin Anderson to a multi-year contract.
They waived him later, so yeah.
He was good though. I enjoyed the Justin Anderson experience.
Did you?
He was a fun guy. I don't know if he's a good player.
He never played once they signed him. I'm pretty sure he did not play that year for us.
Well, that's true, but I'm just saying.
I'll give it a D plus. I'll give it a D plus.
Okay, good for the vibes. All right, Isaiah Joe signed a multi-year contract. That kind of goes back with the A minus. We'll just transfer over the draft grades. All right, Brian Brokoff signed early in camp. Do you remember Ryan Brokoff at all? Basically,
barely.
White guy who could shoot.
Yeah, we can give it a D.
A D? Okay.
I mean,
sure.
Derek Walton
Jr.
Also
not long for the Philadelphia 76ers.
D.
He, I believe, played, let me check, never in a Sixers uniform in the regular season. D. Okay.
Okay.
They signed Tyrese Maxey to a rookie contract, essentially.
That's still draft grade. Yeah.
All right, Lucas.
You struggling there, bud? For those that can't see, Chris is like highlighting multiple things.
I'm going through the document, okay? December 8th, 2020. This was a big one, Lucas.
Ooh, this is a big one.
They traded Al Horford. Al Horford, Theo Maledon, and Vasta Micic, who later played for the Hornets, and a 2026 first-round pick, this year's pick, to the Oklahoma City Thunder for Terrence Ferguson, Vincent Poirier, and our guy Danny Green. Obviously, that was a top 6 protected pick last year that did not convey.
Vincent Poirier was like a low-key, like, cult favorite amongst...
Pretty fun player.
Yeah. Didn't play much after the Sixers.
Yeah, no, but, Ferguson was fun-ish at times. Danny Green was very good for a few years there.
So the question is, and this is complex because we still owe this pick. It was supposed to convert in 2025. It didn't. It became VJ. So now it's top 4 protected. We're probably going to not keep it unless we do pull a Mavs, which seems unlikely.
So they're going to give up a pick pretty much in the 12 to 20 range.
Mm-hmm.
And they got a couple years of Danny Green.
They got 2 years of Danny Green.
And they got off of one of the worst contracts of the Colangelo era. However you want to frame it. Or the Elton Brand era.
This is a tough one.
I'd say this was ultimately a necessary trade. And
I say C. I say C.
I would say the fact that they didn't lose last year's pick made it that much better.
Yeah. So C+?
The Al Horford thing was real bad.
Yeah, it was.
I might even say B-. Danny was pretty important.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
They got a good player out of that, which is not easy. All right, they signed Rajon Tucker to a 2-way contract on January 22nd, 2021.
I remember that slam dunk guy. I'll give it a solid C.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
March 25th, 2021, Lucas. I don't remember this well enough to parse through all of this, but
I
really got George Hill.
Yeah, we got George Hill.
They acquired George Hill
and Ignas Brzančić. I think that's how I forget how to say his name.
Brazdeikis, yeah.
And we gave up Tony Bradley.
Really Tony Bradley was out. Ferguson and Poirier were out.
We got our pick back because we sent a 2025 second-round pick that became John A. Broom, so clearly we got that back.
Yeah.
I don't remember how.
At its essence, Tony Bradley, Ferguson, Poirier for George Hill and Brazdeikis, and some picks were moved around in the second round.
George Hill was kind of a bust here.
He really was.
So I'm going to give this a D plus, C minus?
I can go D plus.
Okay.
All right. They signed on March 26th, 2021, Lucas, Mason Jones to a 2-way contract.
See, I don't think we gave Mason Jones a fair shot. So I'm going to give this a C plus.
Okay. March 26th, same day, they signed Paul Reed to a new deal.
I say B.
Sure. April 12th, Lucas, 2021. They signed Anthony Tolliver to a 10-day contract. He was later extended for the rest of the year on May 2nd.
That's I think that's our first F.
Really?
What did Anthony Tolliver do for the Sixers?
Well, let me pull it up, Lucas. What did Anthony Tolliver? Let's look at the hard numbers.
Okay.
I don't remember it being a particularly wonderful experience.
No.
In Philadelphia, Lucas, his final season, he played 11 games. He averaged 9 minutes and 1.5 points on 23% shooting.
Yeah, no, it's an F. It's an F.
May 11th, Lucas, 2021. They signed Gary Clark to a 2-way contract. Clark had a bit of a shelf life in the league. Stuck around a little bit.
He was he a forward, right?
Yeah, he was pretty good.
But I don't think he did anything for us.
I would be willing to give it a C just on value. I for value. I mean, look, he played.
We were his second to last stop. He played 2 games. Didn't play. No, it's an F.
He played 31 the next season though for New Orleans.
You can give him a D minus.
Okay, D.
Oh gosh, you really love Gary Clark. Okay, here comes your favorite island.
2021 with the 28th overall pick. They selected a guard out of Tennessee by the name of Jaden Springer. I say A+.
No, he never played for us. Chris,
That's not true. He played, okay?
It's a D minus.
Good defender, still in the league.
Where does he play right now?
Where does he play right now?
He doesn't play for anybody right now, Chris. He's not in the league.
He was
the only person left
year,
in this league in this draft class.
All right.
It's a D minus.
He's in the G League right now, but that is technically the league.
Fine, whatever. It's a D minus. Zaire Smith is in the G League too. Okay.
All right. Here's the thing about Jaden Springer. It was the right pick. Not everyone's going to hit, okay? It was the right evaluation. The pre-draft
I would like to look back at that draft to see who else was there. Hang on. I'm going to do that. Because after Jaden Springer...
the Sixers, he played 32 games, averaged almost 12 minutes.
Okay, so after Jaden Springer, Day'Ron Sharpe, Santi Aldama, two guys that are playing pretty big roles. Oh, look, there's Herb Jones. Then there's Miles McBride. Ayo Dosunmu. Let's see who else. Luka Garza's playing a role. Charles Bassey, Sandor, I can't even pronounce his last name, but he's there. Aaron Wiggins.
Okay, Charles Bassey was drafted by the Sixers, so we can't hold that one against Daryl.
Okay, fine. But the rest of them, no, it's an F. It's an F, Chris. I'm bringing it down to an F.
All right, fine. You're right. All right. Filip Petrusev was the 50th overall pick, Lucas.
F.
Stayed overseas a bit.
F.
Never really happened.
Yeah, F.
It's like F seems really harsh for a second-round pick because almost none of them pan out, but...
There was a lot of that draft.
Charles Bassey. 53rd overall pick.
I'll give Charles a B minus.
B minus, okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, he got some call-ups this year. From the G League.
He stuck around. He did. He's good. All right. Yeah. August 3rd, 2021, they signed Rajon Tucker to a two-way contract.
What did I give him before? Whatever I gave him before.
C.
Yeah, that's fine.
August 4th, 2021, they signed Andre Drummond to a one-year deal.
That's probably an A minus. That first year of Andre Drummond was really good.
Sure. All right.
F.
Jaden Springer to a multi-year contract.
F.
They signed on August 6th, Lucas, a man by the name of George Niang to a multi-year contract.
I think I'm going to give that one a B plus.
Okay. George, we love you, pal. All right, August 7th, 2021, they signed Danny Green to a multi-year deal.
At the time, it was a good signing because he hadn't had injury history. He was still pretty good. I don't remember the exact length of the deal, but I didn't hate it. I'm going to give it a B. He was getting older, but I don't hate it.
I agree. On the 8th of August, 2021, they signed Aaron Henry.
I don't even remember who's Aaron Henry. I don't remember who that was.
Aaron Henry, Lucas, made his NBA debut in August 20th of 2021. He went to Michigan State, wing.
So
he played 6 games for the Sixers, averaged 2.8 minutes and 0.3 points.
So an F.
I mean, F. It's a two-way contract.
Okay.
D minus. All right.
Okay.
On August 9th, 2021, Lucas, the Sixers extended Furkan Korkmaz.
Didn't he request a trade that summer too? No, this is an F. He's not even in the league anymore.
Well,
am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Let's look back at the tape, okay?
Okay.
That season, the 2021
Doc Rivers' second season.
He averaged 7.6 points, hit 28% of his threes.
Yeah, no,
but he
stuck
around for 2 years after that. Wasn't any better. That was it kind of peaked before the contract.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think it made sense at the time and did not end well. But yeah,
we'll give it a D.
I can give it an F.
Okay, F,
sure.
Okay. Grant Riller. You liked Grant Riller.
I did like Grant Riller.
It didn't amount to anything though. We'll give it a D.
Nope. Okay. They signed Charles Bassey to a multi-year contract.
We gave him B minus in the draft. We'll just give him B minus here.
Okay. On the 27th of September in 2021, Lucas, they signed Shaq Harrison.
If I remember, I think I actually like Shaq Harrison. I don't remember if he played much for us, but I definitely remember his G League stuff was good. Uh, Look, I'll give it a C. I think he was just a training camp body, but I'll give it a C.
I believe he was. He did not play for the Sixers. Same with
Okay.
Braxton Key. We're giving what, a B?
Braxton Key got on a two-way eventually, though.
He did. That's
Yeah.
coming soon.
Yeah.
B. Okay. Jared Brownridge as well.
Blue Coats legend should have his jersey retired. Give it an A. They should have played him, but they didn't. I don't remember Miles Powell. Do you remember Miles Powell?
Miles Powell signed a two-way contract, Lucas. I remember him on December 19th, 2021.
What position
6'2"
did he
guard
play? Oh, 6'2" guard. Okay, that's why I don't
out
remember.
of Seton Hall. He played for the Sixers. Played 11 games that year, Lucas. Played a total of 52 minutes in those 11 games. Averaged 1.2 points on 29% shooting.
Yeah, let's give that one a D. Okay, oh, you're going to give it an F? Okay. No, Tyler Johnson, that was a 10-day.
Tyler Johnson, 10-day contract.
He didn't play terrible for us, if I remember correctly.
He played 3 games, averaged 12.7 minutes, 3.7 points on 40% from the field, and 42% from 3.
Yeah, that one confused me why we didn't bring him back.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm gonna say the signing was a B minus, but the coaching there was probably an F.
Okay, so we say a C.
Yeah, we'll say C.
We'll meet in the middle. All right, yes. January 3rd, 2022, Lucas. This is very exciting.
Oh, I remember this guy.
They signed Charlie Brown Jr. to a 10-day contract.
Let's go.
He signed a 2-way contract 8 days later.
Yeah, I think we can both agree Charlie Brown Jr. experience was an A+. Yeah, A+, absolutely.
I'm not even going to be logical about it. All right, yeah. Signed Braxton Key on the 5th, 2 days after signing Charlie Brown.
He played also 1 or 2 games. Contract. He played a handful of games. He wasn't bad. He just wasn't like I'll give it like a D+, C-.
A B+?
D+.
Okay.
Or C-. C-
C-
is fine.
Let's be nice.
February 10th of the franchise.
2022, February 10th. They traded Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and a little-known point guard named Ben Simmons, along with a 2023 first-round pick that later became Bryce Sensabaugh, as well as a 2027 first-round pick, which is next year. That's fun. To the Brooklyn Nets for James Harden and Paul Millsap. They received the trade exception, and the first-round pick was originally it was deferred to 2027, and is top 8 protected next year, and could turn into cash if that does not convey.
Interesting that they deferred.
Yeah, well, it might pay off.
It might, yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Look, okay, so we gave up Seth Curry, who was in the prime of his career. Drummond, who was having one of his better seasons as a backup. We gave up Ben Simmons, who didn't want to be here. Okay, we gave up a 2023 first, Bryce Sensabaugh. Solid role player. 2027
Yeah,
pick.
but we didn't know it was going to be Bryce Sensabaugh. That's on Utah. That's a Utah thing.
That's fair. For James Harden, who came in not in the best shape, probably the worst shape. Not the worst shape of his career, but like second worst shape. And Paul Millsap, who was washed. We later waived.
Okay, James was really good, Lucas. Let's not.
But he wasn't. I don't know. The fit wasn't clean for the rest of that season. But that's fine. Cool. So let's talk about it. Paul Millsap was waived. So you're basically Ben Simmons was basically terrible for them. Drummond left after that season. Curry left soon afterwards. So really gave up just 2 first-round picks for James Harden.
Yeah, for a year and a half.
Already conferred. For a year and a half of James Harden, in which you got
I would say that was honestly a good trade.
I'll give it a B-. I think B- is fair.
I mean, are we factoring in the future fumbling of the situation here? Like,
I think you have to when you're doing the grade for the trade.
On the surface, it was objectively a good trade.
Objectively a good trade on the surface, but the fumbling of said trade afterwards has to be a factor in here. So I'm going to give it a B-.
Okay. All right, fine.
Okay.
February 24th, 2022, Lucas.
I had high hopes for this one.
They signed Willie Cauley-Stein to a 10-day contract.
did not work out. Willie had some mental health issues. Hope that he got that fixed. But no, this was a trade. This was a signing that I hoped would work. It did not. We're gonna give it a D. Yeah. This could
9 days
get a
later,
D. This could also get a D. DeAndre
March
Jordan.
3rd,
Yeah, I'm
they
gonna give
signed
this.
DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this a D as well. This did not work.
Okay. That's generous. June 23rd.
Do you want to give it an F? I'll give it an F if you want to give it an F.
I'm in a charitable mood, Lucas.
Okay.
June 23rd, 2022, they select David Roddy with the 23rd overall pick. A day later, he is traded alongside Danny Green to the Memphis Grizzlies.
And injured Danny Green.
For DeAnthony Melton.
David Roddy's no longer in the league.
Morey,
Danny Green was never the same afterwards. We got
Yep.
some healthy play from DeAnthony. I say this is probably a B+.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I would say it was maybe even like
A-.
an
I'll give it an A-.
I mean, Green was washed after that. Roddy didn't do much. He got a couple good years out of Melton.
You got one
like
and
pretty
a half
important
year.
to
You
the
got
team.
1.5 good years out of Melton. That's why I
Yeah, but I mean, all
look,
right,
when Melton was healthy, he was a great compliment.
he really was.
Yeah, he just
He's
couldn't
very
stay
good.
healthy. That was his problem. Okay. Trevelyan Queen.
July 1st, then Champagne signed to a 2-way contract.
So the signing was A+. The releasing of Champagne before the season was an F. So we'll give it a B.
Okay. On the 6th of July, 2022, a multi-year contract was handed to one PJ Tucker.
This is hard. I honestly don't know how to grade this because like my heart says PJ was fun, but my brain says he wasn't really that positive for us outside of defense, especially after the first year.
Yeah. I would say the first year was very good, and then it kind of fell off.
So what are we gonna? Can we just wash it with a C?
It turned into a pretty bad contract there towards the end that they were kind of able to.
So like C-, D+.
What?
C-, D+.
Yeah, I think C- works. All right. Same day they signed Daniel House.
Ooh,
another former Houston guy.
I liked Daniel House at the time. Didn't really do much in Philly though. I'm gonna give that one a D.
Okay.
He had his moments, but it was so inconsistent. Yeah, that's fine. D+ is fine. Okay.
July 27th, 2022. They extended James Harden. This was a 1+1 deal, essentially.
Yeah.
They kind of kicked the can down the road. He took a discount under the assumption, it seems, that he would get a nice fat 5-year deal or whatever the next year.
I'm going to give this an A+, actually.
Okay. I feel this is where we should be penalizing what happened afterwards more than the original trade.
Okay, so who's to blame here? You gave him a 1+1 because you were trying to get cap space so that you could sign Maxey to a max deal, right?
Yeah.
That was the plan. And then you were going to, extend Joel and then pay Harden, right? That was the original plan. Now, were you going to pay Harden the max like he thought he was going to get? No, I don't think anybody outside of Harden thought that.
They should have. I think most of us did think they would do that.
I don't know, man. I mean,
Harden has had a very long shelf life. He would have lived up to that contract.
He might have. I mean, up to this point, let's say we gave him a 4-year deal. He's been gone for 2 years plus that year. Let's say, so 3 years from this deal that we're talking about right now, he still would be living up to near max contract. Okay.
It's almost 4 years on the dot.
Almost,
in a few months.
Yeah, so, I mean, no, you would have been entering the 4th year of that deal. But,
4 years of actual time. Yes.
Yeah, but yeah, he would have maybe 1 bad year left on that deal. I mean, but you were trying to extend Maxey and have cap space to make other moves, right? Add other players. So, this is a tough one. Because, I understand the short end of this, but if hindsight on this one is the part that kills you here. Because if you were just looking at the deal at the time, you would have given it an A+. But, okay, do you think the Sixers would be better off with James Harden and Tyrese Maxey right now?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then if that's the case, then you have to grade this deal on a harsher scale. I'll give it a B minus then.
Okay. September 13th, Lucas, 2022. They signed Montrezl Harrell to a multi-year contract.
C minus.
Okay. He had his moments.
He had his moments, but it just wasn't. He was passed. The NBA passed him by.
Yeah, he really wasn't very good. All right, October 8th, Lucas, 2022.
Most of these were training camp invites. Though I do want to note,
Yes.
we should have done something for the first player that you're about to mention. We should have played him more.
They signed Mac McClung.
Yes, 3-time NBA slam dunk champion. Actually play the man.
Stuck around with the G League team for a while.
Yes, was good there.
What are we doing here?
We can give we'll give it an A. We'll give it an A. Yeah, give it an A. He's a slam dunk.
A very good G League player,
and he won the first slam dunk with us. So yeah,
it's true. October 10th, 2 days later, they signed Patrick McCaw,
former NBA champion,
and Justin Smith.
We can all give those like D's.
Okay.
They were training camp bodies. Same thing with
2 days later, Aminu Mohammed. And 3 days after that, Sekou Doumbouya,
former first round pick Sekou Doumbouya. You were excited about that one. I remember that.
I probably was. All right. October 16th, they signed Michael Foster Jr.
That was the one I was excited about.
Mm-hmm. He played 1 game, played 1 minute of 1 game, and didn't do anything.
Yeah, you can give it a D as well. I was excited about it, but I was wrong.
About over a month later, Lucas, on November 23rd, they signed Saban Lee to a 2-way contract, former Vanderbilt guard. He played 2 games in Philly, averaged 5 minutes and 3 points.
Yeah, we can do D. Oh, well, 5 minutes and 3 points, we can give that a C. We can be nicer.
Sure.
I did not like this one.
Louis King, about a month later, December 26th, 2-way contract. Played more than those other guys. Oh, we're not really in Philly, I guess. I misremembered. He played 1 game in Philly. He played 29 minutes in that 1 game and scored 20 points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What are we grading him for his 120-point game?
Yeah, give him a D.
Oh, so Saban Lee gets 3 points in 5 minutes or whatever, and we're giving him a C, but Louis King gets 20.
Fine. You can give him whatever grade you want.
I don't know. I just feel like that's unfair. All right. Jesus Christ.
Who said I was fair about this?
On February 9th, as part of a 4-team trade, there's about a 3-paragraph excerpt here from Basketball Reference. The 76ers traded Matisse Thybulle, as we all remember, to the Portland Trail Blazers, as well as the 2023 second-round pick.
They just didn't want to pay him that summer. They didn't want to pay him that summer. That's what I believe.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
The Hornets traded Jalen McDaniels and a second-round pick to the Sixers. The Knicks traded Svi Mikhailiuk to the Hornets, and the Knicks traded Ryan Arcidiacono, Cam Reddish, and Ante Tomic, as well as a 2023 first-round pick that later became Chris Murray to the Portland Trail Blazers, and the Blazers sent a second-round pick to the Hornets. The Sixers also received a 2029 second-round pick from the Blazers. So, Thybulle out. In come Jalen McDaniels and a couple second-round picks.
This gets enough. Matisse Thybulle was and still is better. Jalen, where's Jalen McDaniels now? Nowhere, right?
All right. F.
Yeah.
This
was a money saver. This was a money saver.
They got 2 second-round picks, okay? Those haven't conveyed yet. That could be anything.
Cam Spencer's not on this team, okay, right? Cam Spencer's not on this team. And who knows what's going to happen in 2029 with the Portland Trail Blazers.
It could be something great, though.
No, they're going to be really good because they have, what's his name, the center there.
But Morey has drafted guys in the 40s and 50s.
Okay, not going to be better than
Matisse Thybulle. But he won't be here. Okay, D.
Yeah, D minus.
Fine.
Thank you.
All right. They signed Mac McClung to a 2-way contract on February 14th. What? B plus?
Okay. A plus. A plus.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah.
I guess if I can give Charlie Brown an A plus, or we can do. Okay, February 14th, Dwayne Dedman.
He didn't play terribly. I don't think he was great. I'll give it a C plus.
Okay. May 16th, 2023, Lucas. He fired Doc Rivers as head coach.
That is a tough one because I don't think you I don't think you got significantly better with his replacement. Arguably, you got worse. Because at least we know with Doc Rivers, he can make role players look like stars. I mean, look what he's doing with Kevin Porter Jr. right now, for Christ's sake. Ugh.
I would say Doc is better with bad teams than Nick Nurse is. I don't know if he's better with good teams.
That's fair. Gosh. What do you think?
I think we all wanted to fire Doc.
That's okay. So we'll give it a B.
We all thought that was the obvious move.
I think we. Oh, A. Okay. I mean, we can give it a whatever. A's fine.
Fine. B plus. All right. On July 1st, 2023, Lucas, they signed Ricky Council IV to a two-way contract. He was in the 30s, or in the top 30 on my draft board.
I think we can give that a B.
B plus. All right. Same day, they signed Turk Smith.
I don't even remember this player.
To a two-way contract. Another guy who was fairly high on my board.
I think we can put a D there. I don't even think... Did he even play for us?
I believe so. Let's look at the tape. Turk Smith played 16 games for the Sixers, averaged 5.3 minutes, 3.3 points on 39% from the field and 37% from three.
We can give it a C.
Okay, that's more like it. I thought those were the two best undrafted signings that year. All right. July 9th, 2023, Lucas. They signed Mo Bamba.
Oh, gosh. I was hesitant, but I was willing to give it a shot because he had high upside. Oh, you're putting a D plus. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, he lost his minutes to Paul Reed. Former
July 9th.
Yeah.
It was worth a shot. Same day, Lucas. They signed Patrick Beverly.
I actually really like this move, and I liked Pat Bev on the team. I say B plus.
I liked him as well. All right. Next day, July 10th, 2023, they signed Paul Reed to a multi-year deal.
It was what, seven per year, if I remember correctly?
Yeah, that was like the real contract that he got.
7 per year for a third stringer. I didn't like it at the time.
It didn't go that well.
No, I think D plus is fair.
Okay. July 16th.
I don't know who this is.
They signed Azulis Tubelis to a two-way contract. Lithuanian, went to Arizona.
Okay.
He never played
he was
the
a
Sixers.
center. Yeah, no. We can give that an F.
Okay. Let me close out some of these basketball reference pages because I think they're slowing down my internet.
That would probably do it, yep.
Same day, Lucas. They signed Filip Petrusev to a multi-year contract.
The guy that we drafted in the 50th
Old
pick.
friend.
Yeah.
Played 3 games. 1 for the Sixers that year and 2 for the Kings.
We can
Played
give
3
that one
minutes
a
and
D
didn't score a
minus.
point.
We can give that one a D plus. He was a 50th pick. D minus, not D plus. D minus. D minus. Sorry.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
July 17th, they signed Montrezl Harrell.
Yeah, I didn't like that move. I think that's a D minus. Yeah.
Sure. On September 13th, 2023, they brought back old friend Danny Green.
He didn't make it to the regular season. He was a training camp body, so that can be. I mean, whatever. What do you want to designate a training camp mentor as?
Good vibes, A plus. All right.
Okay.
September 26th, 2023, they signed a man by the name of Kelly Oubre Jr.
I'd give that one an A.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I like that one.
All right. October 21st, 2023, Lucas, they signed Javonte Smart to a two-way contract.
He didn't play very much for us.
To be precise, he played 1 game for 1 minute.
Okay, we can give that one a D.
October 25th, 2023, they signed Ricky Council to another two-way contract.
I think that one deserves a B plus there.
Some of the timeline is weird here, but yeah, B plus. All right, okay. November 1st, Lucas. As part of a 3-team trade, the Philadelphia 76ers traded James Harden, Philip Petrusev, and PJ Tucker to the Los Angeles Clippers. The Clippers traded a 2027 first-round draft pick to the Oklahoma City Thunder, and they traded Nicholas Batum, Robert Covington, KJ Martin, Marcus Morris, Cash, and a 2024 second-round pick that later became Juan Nunez, a 2028 first-round pick, and a 2029 first-round draft pick swap, I believe, and a second-round pick to the Sixers. OKC also traded a second-round pick to the Sixers, and a 2027 first-round pick is a right to swap, blah, 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 blah. All right. Basically, Harden out with PJ Tucker and Petrusev. Income, Batum, Covington, KJ Martin, Marcus Morris, and some picks.
Nicholas Batum was really good for us. Rocco had his moments before he faded into obscurity.
Mm-hmm.
I think we traded Morris later that year, right? Did we?
Oh, did we?
I think so. Yeah, we did. So, I mean, he was okay. KJ, he stayed one more season, if I remember correctly.
Balloon contract.
So you traded James Harden for a unprotected 2028 Clippers pick, very valuable, I would say at this point, and then a pick swap in 2029, plus a few seconds. I say this is, even though it hurt the Sixers initially at the time, long-term outlook, this cleared our books too, because I'm pretty sure everybody was expiring contracts at that point. So, yeah, I really like the move. This probably is pretty good value.
Was it?
I mean, you traded 2 first-round picks for James Harden. You got 2 back.
Yeah, that's fair. Would you trade a 2028 unprotected Clippers first-round pick in a vacuum for Darius Garland?
In a vacuum, just that, or other things?
Well, everything that was sent to Philly in this trade.
For Darius Garland? So you're saying I could get Darius Garland instead of the 2 first-round picks and all the role players?
I'm saying if you were the Clippers, would you do that? Because that's kind of what they ended up doing down the road.
If you think Darius Garland is worth 2 first-round, when healthy, yeah, I would say Darius Garland is worth 2 first-round picks.
Well, they traded James for Darius Garland.
Yeah, I would say Darius Garland is worth 2 first-round picks when healthy. Yeah.
Sure. I think this was not a bad move for the Clippers. It was the right move for them.
I don't hate the move for us. I think you got, basically, yeah. I mean, you didn't get the talent back, but you got the flexibility and 2 first-round picks that are probably going to be better than your own. So,
yeah, and Batum's half season here was very, very fun.
Yeah,
he was legitimately one of the 50 best players in the league there.
Yeah, it was crazy. One of the best role players. Shame that we could not keep him. I think B plus.
B is fine.
Yeah, B is fine. Yeah. Okay.
December 23rd, they signed Kenny Lofton Jr. to a 2-way contract.
I remember this was one of the few last articles I wrote for the Sixer Sense. I was hoping that he'd be like center depth. It did not happen. It's a D. Yeah.
All right, February 8th, Lucas, 2024. After the new year, they trade Daniel House, Cash, and a 2024 second-round pick that later became Cam Spencer to the Detroit Pistons for a 2028 second-round draft pick, a 2024 second-round draft pick, and a 2028 second-round draft pick, and a trade exception.
I'm confused.
This is a salary dump.
Yeah, this is salary. I mean, we can give it a C.
Yeah, I mean, like, House wasn't really doing much for us. So.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we still got a second-round pick out of it.
All right, February 8th. Same day, as part of a 3-team trade, Lucas,
Mm-hmm.
Marcus Morris and a second-round draft pick in 2029 went to the San Antonio Spurs. The Sixers also traded Furkan Korkmaz, cash, and a 2024 second-round pick and a 2029 second-round pick to the Pacers. The Pacers traded Buddy Hield to the 76ers, and the Spurs traded Doug McDermott to the Pacers. So, basically, Morris and a pick out, Korkmaz out, Buddy Hield in.
I mean,
But
Morris was losing his spot in the rotation.
he was
at that
very
point.
bad. He
Yeah,
was quite bad.
I think Buddy Hield. I mean, I don't think he was used the best here, but I think
No.
he played better than Morris. I would give this a B.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Same day, Lucas. Pat Bev traded to the Milwaukee Bucks for Cameron Payne in a 2027 second-round pick.
They made this move because they wanted to get Kyle Lowry in, and they didn't want to have Kyle Lowry and Pat Bev on the roster. Which I disagree. You could have had both of them. This move is an F.
Cam Payne was literally better than Patrick Beverley.
He was a better offensive player, but Pat Bev's defense was really important to the team.
Pat Bev was really bad on offense, though. He was like,
I don't care. You had other
Pat Bev
players
was
to pick
not
up.
very playable that year. He was quite bad.
I disagree. I give this an F, but you could talk me up to a D
F?
plus.
Cam
Yes.
Payne was pretty sick.
Campaign.
All right. Let's do the old basketball reference check. That half season in Philly, Lucas, Cam Payne played 31 games, started 8 of them, averaged 19.4 minutes, 9.3 points, 3.1 assists, 41% from the field, 38% from 3.
Okay.
Would you like to know what Patrick Beverley averaged?
I already have Pat Bev's stats pulled up, so
I'm gonna read it to you though.
Okay.
He played 26 games, started 8, averaged 21 minutes for the Bucks, 6 points, 3.6 boards, 2.6 assists on 39% from the field, and 36.1% from 3.
I mean, look, the defense was there. I'm holding to that, but I will let you give it a C.
Okay.
That is the highest I
Same
will go
day.
for.
This was
Your
bad
favorite
time.
trade. Yeah.
Least favorite.
You stop tearing up.
Jaden Springer was traded to the Boston Celtics for a 2024 second-round pick that later became a Dimbona.
Considering that Springer wasn't really playing, I give this a B plus.
It turned into Bona. He never really played for Boston, and he's out of the league now. I'd say that's an A.
Yeah, that's an A. Okay.
February 13th, Lucas, they signed Kyle Lowry.
Ugh.
This is in 2024.
I guess he played okay.
He had a good year.
He had a good rest of the year with us. Yeah, fine. Okay.
February 20th, 2024, they signed Darius Baisley to a 10-day contract.
That can be a C or D.
Okay. March 2nd, they signed Jeff Downton to a two-way contract.
He actually did good, even though I don't like him. We can give him a C plus.
Wow, that's amazing.
I don't like him. I just don't like his game.
I don't. It was one of the weirdest. I don't know why you didn't like him.
I just don't.
He played 50 minutes a game, Lucas.
I'm just
last
saying.
year.
I don't
Averaged
know.
7 points, hit 40% of his threes.
Okay, are you done? Can we move on to your favorite center from one particular draft?
Maybe the greatest move of Daryl Morey's tenure here, Lucas. He signed Kai Jones to a 10-day contract.
I don't even think he played. Actually, he did. No. If you're giving Kai Jones an A plus, I get to put DJ Wilson as an A plus because I like DJ Wilson.
Who likes DJ Wilson?
I did.
Kai Jones
is not in the league.
You're right. Didn't do anything.
Didn't do a darn thing.
But God, I loved him on draft day.
Bet you did. Give it a D. Same thing with DJ. Fine, I'll let you put the plus there. No, give him a D. No, I'm fixing
for DJ Wilson.
D.
Fine, D, whatever.
Okay.
Fine, all right. Oh, God.
Okay.
June 26th, 2024, Lucas. With the 16th overall pick in the draft, the 76ers take a Duke point guard by the name of Jared McCain. You may have noticed that we have never drafted someone over 6'4" in the first round under Daryl Morey's tenure.
That is a fair point to point out.
Jared McCain, 16th pick.
Is he
really
obsessed
good.
with guards?
It's really awesome. I think he's just going best player available. It's his strategy. What do we grade the Jared McCain pick? Played 31
Looking
games.
back,
The
there
best
is
rookie
no
in the league.
player better than him after that pick, you could argue. You could argue that. This is an A+. Easy.
And they got to trade him for plus value, man.
We'll talk about that. Don't worry. Just breathe. It's going to be okay.
All right. With the 41st pick, they selected Adem Bona out of UCLA, Lucas.
You mean we could have had Bronny James and we didn't take it? What? No, the only other player on this list that you could argue is as good or if not better was Quinn Post. I think for the Sixers, the Dembona makes sense. I'll give it a B+, A-.
I think it's an A. You get a rotation big in the second round. That's a win.
Okay, I mean, would he be a rotation big on every team?
He'd be like a third string at least.
So at least a third string, right? I don't know.
Second round picks, you're scraping the bottom of the barrel. You're not looking for stars or starters.
I mean, I can do an A-. I'll do an A- for you.
Okay.
I don't think that's unfair.
July 4th, they signed undrafted free agent Justin Edwards
A+.
in 2024 to a two-way contract.
A+.
Okay. July 6th, they signed Paul George to a 4-year deal.
D-. Am I being too mean? Am I being too mean to Paul George?
No, you might be being too nice. July 6th, 2024. They signed Caleb Martin to a multi-year contract.
No, I can't give him an F because
it turned into something better.
Well, not just that, he did have that one game agaagainst Boston on Christmas Day.
He really wasn't that bad.
He just wasn't healthy. He wasn't healthy.
C-.
C- is fine, yeah.
July 6th, they signed Buddy Hield to a multi-year deal.
They traded him like this. It was a sign and trade, so.
Oh, yeah, sorry. All right, I was also confused. All right.
Yeah. It was a sign and trade, same day.
It's part of a 6-team trade.
Jesus.
This is, again, quoting from Basketball Reference, folks. As part of a 6-team trade, which is ridiculous, the Sixers sent Buddy Hield to the Golden State Warriors. The Charlotte Hornets traded a 2025 second-round pick
to the Dallas Mavericks.
He's been to every team. The Charlotte Hornets traded Cash to the Denver Nuggets. The Dallas Mavericks traded Josh Green to the Charlotte Hornets. The Mavericks also traded a 2031 second-round pick to the Sixers. The Nuggets traded Reggie Jackson, a 2029 second-round pick, and a 2030 second-round pick to the Hornets. The Nuggets traded a 2025 second-round pick to the Timberwolves. This is the most ridiculous trade I've ever seen. How did they come up with this stuff? The Warriors traded Klay Thompson to the Dallas Mavericks. They also traded Cash and a 2031 second-round pick to the Wolves. And the Wolves sent Kyle Anderson to the Warriors.
Okay.
So yeah, it was a sign and trade to get rid of Buddy Hield.
And you got a second round pick for a guy that wasn't a free agent. You got a second round pick for a guy that was a free agent, and you got your second. You got 2 second round picks back.
B+.
B+. Yeah.
Woo! All right.
Tyrese Maxey A+.
Extended Tyrese Maxey on July 7th, 2024. A+. They signed Kelly Oubre to a new 2-year deal.
A+.
Sure. They signed Andre Drummond to a multi-year contract.
I say C.
Okay, good. We're being reasonable. They signed Eric Jordan 3 days later. Eric
D-.
Gordon. I'm running through these too quickly. D-. Okay. They signed Kyle Lowry to a multi-year contract 2 days later.
I hate to say this, but can we say F? Like, not trying to be disrespectful, but on the court, what did Kyle do that year?
Well, you know, obviously it wasn't ideal. But, I mean, he started 12 games.
I mean, I get that he's a
He had
culture
30
guy, but
games, 3.
culture
F plus.
F plus. Okay, that's fair. Okay.
Uh,
KJ Martin was
July
used as the
15th.
human trade exception.
They signed KJ Martin to a contract he did not earn. And then he played well and they dumped him. Essentially.
Yeah. Like a C minus, D plus?
I say C.
Okay, C's fine. Yeah. I don't think he played bad. Just saying.
No, he was good.
He
And
was a
then they
solid
just got rid of
player.
him.
Yeah.
All right. July 21st, 2024, Lucas. They signed a Dimbona. Draft stuff. They signed Bono. We already did that. They signed Jeff Down to a 2-year deal. We don't have to do that again. I mean, they kind of do. That was another one. He played well.
I mean, C plus is fine.
41 games. C plus. David Jones, same day, July 22nd,
I don't
2024.
remember him.
Signed to a 2-way contract.
I don't remember him. Did he even play for us?
Yeah, was in the Rising Stars game this year.
Was he really?
Team, but he was hurt.
Oh.
He's on the Spurs right now.
I'll let you decide that one.
I don't know. C. All right.
Okay.
July 29th, 2024. Everyone's favorite Sixer.
I actually don't think he played.
Johnson.
I don't think he played bad.
D plus.
Okay, fine, whatever.
August 29th, 2024. They signed a French forward by the name of Gershon Yabusele. It was an awesome year.
I think.
And then they didn't overpay him. I think that's good.
B minus? B?
I think that was more than a B. It was a minimum deal, and he was starting games.
So B plus?
I could say you could give that season an A.
This year,
re-sign him.
This year is a different story.
But that's not our problem.
That's fair.
We got a good year out of him.
That's fair.
Paid him for a year. September 26th, Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
We signed Lester Quinones to a 2-way contract.
I barely remember him playing.
DC. Okay. December 3rd, 2024. Pete Nance signed to a 2-way contract. He also signed a 2-way contract a month later.
I guess because he got 2, you can give him a C.
Sure.
Also, he's playing decently for the Bucks right now.
Yeah. Everyone is, and yet they don't win. All right.
2025 trade deadline.
2025. We are in the year before this year.
Yes.
They traded Caleb Martin to the Dallas Mavericks for Quentin Grimes and somehow their own second-round pick back. Or not their own pick, but a second-round pick that has been moved around 12 times.
Yeah.
I don't know whose it is at this point.
For the value, I think for that season, for sure. A? A plus?
Okay, I mean, Caleb Martin stinks.
That's fair. Okay.
That was one of the worst trades of all time. It was Nico Harrison's second worst trade somehow, but it was really bad. I say A plus. All right, February 6th, Lucas. They trade KJ Martin and a 2027 second round pick and the 2031 second round pick to the Pistons for cash.
That's an F. I hated that move so much.
Oh, right. Same day, they sent Reggie Jackson and a 2026 first round pick to the Washington Wizards for Jared Butler, a 2027 second round pick, a 2028 second round draft pick, and a 2030 second round draft pick, and a 2030 second round draft pick.
When did we get that first round pick? That's right. We converted Reggie Jackson and a first round pick for Jared Butler, who I think was objectively better that season, and 4 second round picks. God, I hate this trade. Yeah, that's an F.
All right. February 7th, next day, they signed Chuma Okeke to a 10-day contract.
That's a C. He was solid.
All right. Next, 4 days later, February 11th, 2025, they signed David Roddy,
Big
their
body
former
Roddy.
first-round draft pick, to a 10-day contract.
That's an F. He was terrible.
Wow, that's so harsh, man.
I'm sorry. I'm not going
All
to say
right.
that about the next guy. I love
10
this
days
guy.
later, they signed Alex Reese to a 2-way contract.
I liked Alex Reese. That's a B.
And they also signed David Roddy to a 2-way contract.
That was a terrible move. It's still an F.
And they also signed Delanie Walker.
Okay, objectively, Lonnie Walker was a good player, and he put up decent numbers. He's not in the NBA this season. Okay, C is fine with me. That's
Giving him a
fine.
C, I think.
That's fine, yeah.
March 1st, Lucas. They signed Jalen Hood-Schifino to a 2-way contract. F. All right.
Okay. I mean, that's a little harsh. But okay.
I have no real malice for Jalen Hood-Schifino. He just
harsh.
wasn't my cup of tea as a player. I'm sorry.
Okay.
March 14th. 10-day contract for O'Shea Brissett.
Honestly, I'm surprised we did not give him a better look because he was a good role player in Indiana for a while. I'm gonna give the signing a like C plus, B minus, but they didn't really play him.
He played 6 games,
no.
averaged 23.7 minutes, 8.7 points, 3.7 rebounds, and shot 48% from the field.
Yeah, that's actually like a B plus to me on a 10-day.
Hard to do better. They signed Chuma to another 10-day contract on the 16th
Same grade.
of March.
Same grade.
On the 24th of March.
C. No. Sorry, same grade as the first time for Chuma. It's a C.
Oh, wow.
You are struggling, my dude.
Like that's my fault. All right, 24th of March, 2025. Marcus Bagley, 10-day contract.
F.
Dang, man. You might know him as the brother of one Marvin Bagley.
I don't think they're actually related.
They literally are related, dude.
Are they now? Okay.
Yes. Okay. You're still giving it an F now that you know that?
It's more reason for it to get an F. Especially because I know how much you love Marvin Bagley.
Since when? He's been very good this year, I will say. He has
really been a good backup this year, yeah.
He's coming around. He's figured it out. All right.
At 28 years old.
March, everyone's on a different path, okay?
That's
March
fair.
26th, 2025, they signed Philip Wheeler to a 10-day contract.
Who? No, seriously, who? I don't even remember this.
Mm-hmm. Well, Lucas, he played 5 games for the Sixers, averaged 8.8 minutes and 1.6 points and 1.6 rebounds on 14% shooting.
Oh, let's give that one an F.
The power forward from New Jersey.
Yeah, Jersey kid. It's a Jersey thing, you know? It's a Jersey thing.
April 3rd, 2025, they signed Colin Castleton to a 10-day contract. I don't remember this. All right.
I remember the player because he used to play for the Lakers G League team.
Yeah, I remember that. I just didn't. I completely blanked out there.
I remember him getting signed. I don't remember him playing. We can give it like an F plus because we actually know who he is. He did in fact
play, Lucas. 5 games, averaged 19.6 minutes.
Okay.
7.4 rebounds on 50% shooting.
Oh, well then we need to give that like a C plus or B minus. Yeah.
All right. April 5th, they signed Marcus Bagley. What is your problem with Marcus Bagley, man?
I just don't. He's not my cup of tea, as you would say.
Look, 10 games for the Sixers, 4 starts, 25 minutes, 6.7 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1.2 blocks, 39% from the field.
Just not.
He stuffed the stat sheet, man.
Be on a terrible team.
I'm gonna say it's a D, at least.
Whatever.
Speaking of brothers, on April 13th, 2025, they signed Isaiah Mobley.
Did he even play? I remember this, but I don't remember him playing.
He did, in fact, play, Lucas. He played 1 game. He played 17 minutes in that 1 game, had 6 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, and shot 2 of 7 from the field.
Why is he not getting a more... Okay, yeah, no, give that like a C plus.
But Marcus Bagley's a D. All right.
Yeah, because
I
I
see how
hate
you
you.
roll.
No, yeah. I don't actually hate you. I just don't. Yeah.
25, June 25th of 2025. With the third overall pick in the draft, the Sixers selected Baylor guard VJ Edgecombe.
A plus.
And
Even though we've
after,
done redrafting, and while like Con Knipple was there, it's still VJ.
I don't think Khan was there when we did all the redrafting, was he?
He was no. I mean, oh,
I think
that's
we
right.
said
We
Khan to
had
the
him.
Spurs.
That's right. We had him go to San Antonio. Gosh, could you imagine how dangerous San Antonio would be this year with him?
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh well.
Yeah.
You'd fit really well in San Antonio too. Uh all right.
John A.
35th pick, Lucas. Janai Broom out of Auburn. Best player in college basketball last year next to Cooper Flagg. Hasn't really played much.
He hasn't really. I mean, now he's hurt. Now I do want to note, just like in the previous drafts, like who was drafted ahead of him, because I think that's important to note. If my thing would ever load, hang on, I gotta close some tabs.
Wow, me too, honestly.
Okay, there we go. Close some tabs. Okay, now I don't want that pop up right now. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, so since after him, guy that's on the rookie of the year ladder, Maxime Renaud, got drafted after him. Let's see here. Who else? Anybody else important? I mean, no. I would just say you could have had Will Richard actually has played pretty decently.
Yeah.
Yeah, but really, we're just talking about him or Maxime Renaud. Look, if you have Maxime Renaud on this roster right now, the backup center situation would not be what it is.
I guess.
I'll give it like a B minus.
Really?
Do you think it should be
I
lower?
think people kind of hate Janai already.
Do you want to? Well, what do you want to put?
I thought it was a good pick at the time. I'm fine with the B minus.
Yeah, he could turn it around. It's too early, but I mean, Maxime Renaud looks like the better pick.
Sure, I agree with that.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. July 1st, 2025, Lucas. They signed Eric Gordon.
Okay, that's an F. Actually, no. I'll give it an F plus because they kept him for VJ.
Okay.
Yeah.
July 1st, 2025, they signed Hunter Salas.
I'll let you grade this one. I don't really care about this one. I'll let you grade this one.
I mean, he's not even here anymore. See, whatever. All right.
Yeah.
July 2nd, they signed Trendon Watford
to a minimum
a multi-year contract.
But it was a minimum multi-year contract, right?
Yep. Yeah, something like that.
2 year. I don't minimum. Yeah, that's fine. That's a C. Yeah.
C. July 5th, they signed Jabari Walker to a 2-way contract.
I think that's a B minus.
Pretty good. He got converted. He just had 20 points against Atlanta.
Yeah, I say B minus. Oh, B plus. Oh wow.
They really needed him this year.
That's fair. Okay. I mean, get a guy like him on a 2-way. That's fair. Okay.
July 6th, they extended Justin Edwards, and then he forgot how to play basketball.
Yeah, I think this one is probably a C minus. Or D plus, something like that. D plus is fine, yeah.
July 7th, they signed Kyle Lowry.
I think you know what to put there. Yeah, there you go.
July 9th, they signed Dominic Barlow to a 2-way contract.
A plus plus plus.
September 30th, Quentin Grimes basically picks up his qualifying option. No long-term deal. The two sides were never really close. What are your thoughts?
Sorry, say that. I'm sorry.
Quentin Grimes picks up his
Grimes?
qualifying offer.
Qualifying offer for Quentin Grimes based off this season. I say that's probably a B.
Sure. All right. December 26th, they signed Marchand Beauchamp to a 2-way contract.
C. That's fine.
Okay. January 26th, they signed Charles Bassey to a 10-day contract.
D plus, I guess. Yeah.
D
we like
plus.
Charles, but just didn't work out here. Okay.
All right. On the 4th of February,
F.
Lucas,
F.
in 2026,
F minus.
Jared McCain was traded to the Oklahoma City Thunder for a 2026 first-round draft pick, a 2027 second-round draft pick, a 2028 second-round draft pick, and a 2028 second-round draft pick. They also receive a trade exception. Blah, blah, blah.
F
All right.
minus.
F minus. Great. All right. February 5th, they signed Patrick Baldwin Jr. to a 10-day contract.
I don't care. D minus.
D minus. Okay.
Yeah.
They on the 5th traded Eric Gordon in a 2023 or 2032, second round pick to the Grizzlies for Justinian Jessup.
I'm
And
assuming
also
that's
received
his
a trade
play.
exception.
I'm assuming Justina is a player's rights overseas.
I mean, I don't believe so. I would really need to.
Did we just waive him then? Because I thought it was just for the second round pick. That was it.
He's definitely not on the roster. Yeah, okay, so he is overseas. All right.
Yeah, okay.
That's right.
So this was a salary dump. It seemed unnecessary, but Eric Gordon wasn't playing either, so I guess you could say a C minus. I guess I don't know.
Okay. February 10th, about a month ago, they signed Dalen Terry to a 2-way contract.
I don't hate it. What do you think?
C.
Yeah, that's fine.
18th of February, less than a month ago, they signed Cameron Payne.
I guess so far you could say it's probably like a C minus.
Okay. A day later, they signed Tyrese Martin,
C.
former net, to a 2-way contract.
Yeah, I don't hate it. C. Oh, C plus.
I'd
Okay,
say it's a C plus.
Okay, we don't need to do around the NBA. So
yeah, this has been a long episode.
Let's review this. So let's review this.
All right,
I don't know
I'll
what
go
the
over
average.
some of the highlights. What was that?
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I can go over some of the highlights.
Yeah, sure. Let's go over some of the highlights.
We gave the Tyrese Maxey pick an A plus.
Yeah.
We gave the Al Horford trade a B minus.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
We gave the Jaden Springer pick an F.
Yeah.
Brutal.
It was necessary.
We gave the Charlie Brown Jr. signing an A plus.
We're fans.
We gave the James Harden trade a B minus.
The first James Harden trade.
The one that brought him here from Brooklyn. We gave the DeAnthony Melton trade a B plus. We gave the PJ Tucker signing a C minus.
We gave the Matisse Thybulle. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say we gave Mac McClung an A.
Yes, we did.
We gave the Thybulle trade a D minus. We gave the firing of Doc Rivers a B plus. And we should have had somewhere on here the hiring of Nick Nurse. What do you want to grade the hiring of Nick Nurse, Lucas?
Oh, God. Hindsight now? I mean, look, you had some young guys that were available.
All hindsight.
I'm giving it a worse grade than the firing of Doc Rivers. I think it's like a C plus.
C plus?
Would you rather it be lower? You can. I'm okay with it.
I will give him a very generous C that he doesn't deserve.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, we're giving Nick Nurse a C. I don't know if that's going to hold.
It might go worse. We'll see.
All right, Lucas, we gave Kelly Oubre an A.
Right.
We gave the trade of James Harden to the Clippers a B.
Yeah.
We notably also gave the trade of Patrick Beverley for campaign a C. We gave the Jared McCain draft pick an A plus and the Jared McCain trade an F minus. We gave the Paul George signing a D minus.
Yes.
And that's pretty much all,
VJ an A plus. VJ an A plus.
VJ was an A plus.
So
a lot of highs and a lot of lows. And a lot of really highs that were mismanaged into becoming lows.
Yeah. So Daryl Morey can initially make the right choice. I think that's what we're saying here.
Yeah.
Initially, most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time. But he struggles with staying on that course.
Yeah, I think some of the kind of asset management on the periphery of the roster has been pretty bad. He's
star obsessed. That's his thing. Like he just focuses on the stars. He doesn't care about the periphery.
A lot of missed opportunities.
Yeah.
Unforced errors in the case of Jared McCain.
And I will say, during this past year, since the summertime, right, since the VJ trade, he has only had 3 grades, 3 transactions that were B's or above, B minuses or above.
C's get degrees, you know what I mean?
But let me ask you this: so do
they win championships?
Based off of this, would you want to keep Daryl Morey as your GM after this season?
I'm more open to it than I've ever been in terms of firing him.
Yeah.
Again, I really just want to know who we're replacing him with. I just want to make sure it's not an obviously catastrophic hire.
I would like somebody unknown. I want an unknown. Give me an unknown.
I just don't want an unknown who ruins our next decade. You know what I mean?
I get that, but if you get from the right organization, get that unknown from the right organization. Say, I don't know, like who has good front offices right now. You would probably say like the Celtics.
I like Memphis. I like what they have cooking in Atlanta, although that's brand new. Obviously, OKC.
OKC, yeah, get somebody from OKC.
Anyone from OKC. Anyone from San Antonio.
Somebody from
Classic.
Boston. I mean, I think Boston has a good front
Boston.
office.
Yeah. Brad Stevens, you want a new job, bro?
I think he's pretty happy. Look, he is the best coach of basketball right now. And I hate to say that as a Sixers fan, but it's true.
No, he doesn't.
Who's better than Joe Mazzulla?
Yeah, Mark Daigneault. I don't know.
That's look at his roster.
Eric Spoelstra.
Maybe.
No, it's fair. It's a fair statement, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum is back, by the way, guys. We haven't talked about that yet, but
yeah. I mean, he's still not himself, but gosh, he's still contributing to winning.
Good for him.
Yeah. That being said, we hope that you enjoyed this very long episode of the Sixer Sense podcast.
Thank you, everyone. We really appreciate you. As always, we are on Twitter at Sixer Sense. I'm at Kline NBA. He's at Coach J_20. Hit subscribe on YouTube and Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We're on TikTok as well. And until next time, go Phillies. Go Sixers.
Go Sixers.
We'll talk soon. Go Eagles. Go Birds. Bye.